Hello, friends. You're tuning in to Sports Talk with B Watts Entertainment, along with Greg Set on this Thursday night at 8 p.m. We want to thank all of you for tuning in, and we ask that you don't mind, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and share the videos with your friend if you don't mind. This broadcast tonight is brought to you by Senior Living Consultants. And if you have a person that you know of a person that needs consultant, give them a call at 404-593-0877. That's for Senior Living Consultants. Contact 404-593-0877, and they will be able to help you with all your needs. Once again, I want to thank them for sponsoring the show tonight. Thank them for tuning in, and we appreciate their business. And tonight is going to be a good night. Tonight, we're going to talk about Coach Prime and the Colorado Buffaloes and their commitments that they still have coming in. So we're going to go ahead with the show. I'm going to cut down this music. Y'all don't mind. All right. Let's see. Can I bring up Greg? All right. We're ready to start this show. What's going on, Doctor?
What's going on?
Not much, man. Had a good day today at work, and now I'm home, ready to start the show. Want to thank everybody for tuning in so far, and ones that who gonna tune in later. Like I said before we start the show, if you don't mind, go to Greg's set and hit the like button. Subscribe to his channel if you haven't already, and share the videos with your friend. And also right here on Sports Talk with B Watch Entertainment. I appreciate it if you do that. I really do. All right. Greg, boy, there's a lot of talk out there. It look like the main media that's coming after Coach Prime and his program that he's running. Look like, well, I see it. They scared of what Coach Prime finna do. I think they're gonna try to shame his name and his program, and they're going after the players that have transferred to out of there to get some negative talk on Coach Prime. What you think about what transpired this week before we get into the players?
Well, if anybody followed Greg said it, he said it. I told you the only way they was gonna beat Coach Prime this year is distraction. So have at it. Cause I'm gonna tell you what they're not gonna do unless they can keep Big Barnes out the middle of that line and Shadoze. Unless they can keep them off the field, this is the best they're gonna get. The best chance they're gonna get is beating them on the tabloids. Because they sure ain't gonna beat them on the field. And we got a lot of people still in denial about that. About some 6 games. What's 6 games about that D line? No, 4 games, 5 games, 6 games. What's that? What kind of D line like that win 6 games? Clearly don't know football. So they probably can beat them in the tabloids. That's about the only place they're gonna beat them at.
Yeah. So far, Coach Prime, he just continued to build his team in spite of what's going on around him and things are being said. I know we had Victory Johnson and defensive back Solomon. They hit the transfer portal, but shoot, Coach Prime quickly pivoted and when they got a defensive back from Arkansas to commit. I think it was R.J. Johnson. He got 3 to 4 years left to play. And today he got an offensive lineman from Michigan State, Ethan Boyd, 6'7", 320 pounds, with 2 years left. Man, eligibility. I'm telling you, man, Coach Prime is building his team. He's building this roster, and it look like he's gonna have some bag up this year. And he gonna have a lot of depth on his offensive line and the defensive line. And he's still waiting for this Derek Harmon, I think he is. He's a linebacker from Michigan
They,
State.
they,
And if they get him, man,
they better put them in witness protection. They better go tie him up, get the mafia to go tie him up. Say what they want. They will be in the Big 12 championship. especially with
Yeah,
him.
man.
So they can forget about all the talk. Like I don't care what Vegas. Somebody asked me today, said, "What about Vegas? You telling me all these TV people wrong in Vegas?" I was like, "They was wrong about TCU." So we know they can be wrong. And they you know they had to cheat their butt off to you see how they had to cheat their butt off to get the numbers last year. I
right,
don't care what
right.
nobody say. So, but one thing you're not gonna be able to cheat is a low scoring game because you're not gonna run all over them with that defensive line. I'm sorry. Them
Yeah, they
boys
just
gonna clog that middle up, and they still get
right.
guys. And
That's what I'm
you talk about
saying.
the guy that's leaving, only making it worse. They're
They
only
open
making
up
it
a
worse.
spot. They open
They
up a
only
spot
open
for
up more
somebody
spots
else.
for him to get more defensive linemen and more offense. That's all he gonna keep getting is more
Yep.
defensive line, more offensive line. He don't have to get receivers. You don't really have to get no more DBs. So every time somebody leaves, all you got to do is go get another defensive lineman, another lineman, and them boys gonna be so fresh.
Right.
He gonna just run them 2 plays at a time and get them out. They're gonna be so fresh, and it would be in your best bet that that's all he had was them big slow boys who gonna get tired after 2 plays. They're gonna give you 2 good plays, but he got so much depth now. I mean, that's
It
like
is.
I mean, keep talking. They leaving. They only making more room for him to load up more. With
Right.
some guys who had scholarships who weren't gonna play. Taylor Barrett wasn't gonna play. Victory Johnson wasn't gonna play. A lot of these guys weren't gonna play. He actually getting people who actually gonna play.
Right. You're right about that.
So
Yeah, exactly.
you only making it worse. Y'all, it would be smart for them to shut up because he know he gonna keep the receipts and he gonna poo poo them out the room. They're not gonna be able to
True.
show up nothing. He gonna rub it in their face.
True. True. I think
So
most people just going by what they saw last year, which kind of way I talked to some guys on the job, but this ain't like I tell you, this ain't the same team that was there last year,
if it
and
was,
a
they
lot of
wouldn't be
people.
complaining about all the transfers.
Yeah, I know, right? And that's the only way you concentrate on last year. But even though the players that he brought in this year, we haven't seen them compete all of them together. We don't know what the outcome going to be. But as we look at the film work and the history of what they did, where they was at, and they bring that same talent level to Colorado to go with the ones that are there and the coaching staff that they got to be better, Greg.
So those they don't have to play with nobody because he gonna take up the whole middle by himself anyway. It don't matter who at linebacker. It don't matter who next to him. If you don't triple team him, he gonna destroy the middle of your line.
He's a
And
big
then
boy.
they say, well, Barnes was on the bench. Now he coming over and he playing like Shadows ain't bigger.
That's right.
They didn't have
He's
no film
big.
on Barnes. They didn't have
Yeah,
no film on Barnes because he was over there in Alabama, right? So
right.
now you're looking at, oh, sucks. This guy here clogging up the middle too. We didn't know that. We couldn't account for that because he was on the bench.
Right. Yeah.
So now you say we got this bench guy who can clog up the middle and get Shadozie a break. Clogging. Then we'll have McNeil to come in there. And he gonna go and do all the little swim moves and all the sap moves and just disrupt all your stuff on 3rd and long. He just gonna be, I mean, we got a little flavor of everything. And it's only gonna wear out in the middle of the line. That line, nobody line, unless they got a lot of depth that they gonna play, and the depth gotta match up. Their line is gonna be in trouble because it's no letdown in the middle of that defense. There's no letdown. Who's gonna pick your poison? Now you only got Bill too. You said only
Yeah.
got a Mission State.
Yeah.
He's
Yeah.
another who can
He's
clog and
another.
mess up your whole interior. So when you
Yep.
talking about 4 guys, and we ain't even talked about Carter, 4, 5
Right. Bob.
guys who can rotate in that middle and wear your line down. You talking about a running game, wear the middle of your line down to the
And you
point where
still
at some
got more
point in
players
the
on the
game,
way.
Bentley and all of a sudden they can go to blitzing now up the middle because they're gonna wear your line down. They're gonna be dog time trying to triple team Barnes all game. You're
Yeah.
gonna wear them
Yeah.
down.
Yeah, you're right. Want to say what's up to Big 21 DC Carson Music? What's going on? Mr. Charles Mohammed. Appreciate y'all in the chat. Thank y'all for tuning in so far tonight. Also, man, you gotta look at that linebacker Hill Green from that transfer from Michigan State. Yeah, this dude,
That's a
he's got some
grown
good
man.
tape out on him.
That's a
And
grown
that's
man.
all that's all Coach Prime really missing is a linebacker and look like he don't got one.
You got him. Because you
He
already
got
had
one.
Western. You already
Yep.
had Western. Because
Yep.
Jeremiah Brown on stepped up. He
Oh
looking
man,
at
he
me
looking
like
good.
hey, Trevor Wood, hey, watch out.
He can go back to safety now.
He gonna
They can
get him
move
some.
him
He
back
gonna get
there.
some.
Yeah, I like what Coach Prime is doing, man. Like
He
you
ain't got to
said,
go back to safety. He can be just like a goal line linebacker.
yeah. Cause he was good back there last year. Cause he got the height. Yeah, but like I say, I like everything Coach Prime doing, man. He bringing in guys not only to play this year, but those guys got 2 or 3 years of eligibility, man. And if he snatch this quarterback, Juju Lewis from USC, he gonna be set for next year if he turn out to be the quarterback that he uh, proclaimed to be. Also, Coach Prime brought in them Hood brothers, Carlton and Brandon Hood from Auburn. Man, one of them play defensive back, and the other one is just an athlete. I think they gonna,
The other one is a
man,
running
like
back,
I said,
and,
yeah,
and, and he can run that ball too. So play with him. He
yeah,
one of them Georgia running backs. Everybody sleeping
true.
on him. He bought similar to Welch, but probably a little more shifty. He bought the same
Man,
size, not bigger than Welch.
that's
Yeah,
gonna be interesting
and
now,
he ain't no
man.
little
I can't
dude,
wait to,
and he can run.
right. I can't wait till they
He
get
can
in there,
run.
man. Everybody just get together and see what they got. And Coach Prime and that coaching staff put it all together. Man, they gonna cause some problems in the Big 12. And everybody keep talking about wait till they play Nebraska. I just don't see Nebraska got anything that can handle what Colorado got on the field.
Nebraska got dogged by a sorry Colorado. Why are people even entertaining that dumb? That's dumb.
That's all they talking about at work. Me, wait till they real
Like
test come against Nebraska.
everybody want to give everybody else last year more credit than Colorado.
Yeah, you break it up. But like I say, uh, Coach Ryan, he beefing that lineup, that offensive lineup, and he beefing that defensive lineup. And like I say, if he continue to get that depth, man, I'm telling you, man, Coach Prime is loading up for this year. He's getting ready for this long season. And like you said, if the players there is transferring out, they just making it better for Coach Prime to go get to beef up that line for the backups. And if you do that with the running backs that Amos and all them running backs that Coach Prime got now, man, it's gonna be hectic. I, like I said, it's gonna be hectic. He putting together a good team, and I like the coaching staff that he got to go with him. Leviston, I'm looking at what he can do, and the coach Phil Loho, the offensive line coach, he ain't getting the credit that he deserved. He working with the offensive line. Offensive line look good. I know a lot of people on Benson. They don't think he gonna be able to hold up, but I got faith in Benson. Benson gonna hold up on the offensive line. What you think about Benson? You you freezing up? What you think
I don't.
about
I
Benson?
mean, I think that. I mean, he proved it without proving it. I don't know. This thing glitching over here. Um, I mean, I think he'd already proved it when he stood in front of bench. Hold 1 second here.
Yeah, I think he's gonna be all right too. I think Benson gonna hold his own. I believe he's gonna hold his own.
I think when he stood in front of big, big Barnes, he proved the kind of lineman he can be.
Oh, he's still. Oh yeah, when they call him out in that drill, like I say, he held him up for 3 to 4 seconds. That's all you do need. 3 to 4 seconds. Cause Barnes a big old dude, man. Let's see, DC Carson. What do you think? will have, who you think? Who do you think will have the best running back in the Big 12? See you, man. I ain't gonna say DC Carson. I ain't gonna say they're gonna have the best running back because you still got that dude out there at Oklahoma State. The dude rushed over 1,500 yards last year. But for the running back room as a group and as a whole, I think CU got the best running back group in the Big 12, but not the best running back in the Big 12 because, like I say, uh, Oklahoma State, that dude, he's a workhorse from what I've seen. Take from him last year. Like I say, he rushed over 1,500 yards. What you think about what he asked, Greg? DC Carson. You hear me? You hear me, Greg? Okay. Look like Greg having technical difficulties. But like I saying, DC Carson said yes, yes, yeah. Now I am, I'm a fan of Coach Prime and the Colorado Buffalo, and I like the things that he's doing.
What
I
is
ain't
it
great,
doing? I don't know what it's doing over here.
but like I say, Oklahoma State do have the best running back. I think his name's Olin somebody. I can't think of the name off the jump. But they say you need to log back on, log back in. Can you hear me, Greg?
It's going
Can
in and
you
out.
can you log back in and log out back in? They say, are you good? Hey, what's
I
up,
mean,
Miss
I hear
John?
you. It's just going in and out.
Okay, all right.
I hear
But
you. I don't connect to the internet in, but it's going in and out.
okay, all right. That's good. That's good. But check this out. Uh,
Mm.
so what else you think Coach Prime need to do to address for this football team to be competitive in the Big 12? Y'all help me out too, chat. What you think, Greg? What do you need to do to make it better?
Who you talking about? Colorado?
Yeah, what they need.
I
What else
mean,
Coach Prime need to
I
do?
mean Colorado. He just need to make sure that they have the right strategy. To make sure that their
Yeah,
defensive line their defensive line can be dominant. And if they defensive line dominant, then Big 12 don't stand a chance.
so they need a extra linebacker and an extra safety. That's what Mr. Troy Bly said. They can use another linebacker. I agree with that. Safety. I think they all right back there in safety.
Yeah, I mean they safety. Yeah,
I think they
they
all
got a
right.
lot of depth back
Even
there in
though
safety.
Cooper,
They can get another
even though
linebacker.
yeah, yeah. But
They
like
can't
I
go
say,
wrong with another linebacker. I mean,
no, they can't. Yeah, they could. I think they could use another linebacker. They could use another D lineman and another offensive lineman.
well, I think there's somebody saying they got another couple D linemen coming.
Yeah, I keep hearing that, but I had to wait and see on that. I keep hearing that.
Yeah, I do like
Uh,
the idea of a backup quarterback. We got to solidify that, or they're gonna have to be dynamic, you know, option
they,
wildcat running quarterbacks or something. They can't throw. They better figure out something they can do well.
not bad. If something happens to Shadur, man, it's just got a bag up quarterback the throwing the ball, man. It just man.
I said they better be
He said, "Is
dynamic
it
running.
true Shiloh gonna be out for himself?" Nah, that was a false information somebody put out on Shiloh. They already done addressed that. Shiloh is not having shoulder surgery. He gonna be ready to go this summer for summer practice.
I don't even think Shiloh was the one that hurt his shoulder. I think Silman Craig was the one who hurt his shoulder.
He the one who got hurt.
Silman Craig was playing with a hurt shoulder the whole back part of the year.
Oh, I didn't know that. I didn't know
Yeah,
that at
like he
all.
was plays all the time.
Yeah. So who you think gonna be the best pass rusher on this team this year? Who got a who you think gonna come out on top over there? Best pass rusher.
I think it's gonna be between my new guy from Pitt, and he like to push the tackle right in the lap of the quarterback, or
you talking about
two pit
Jayon Hayes?
my two pit boys. Them boys might be coming in for the sack record.
Yeah.
Sam
Yeah,
Ola,
okay.
teammate, them
Okay.
boys sack trophy. BJ
BJ
Green gonna
Green.
have to hold him up.
BJ Green gonna have to. I don't know, man. I don't know, bro. He gonna have a
I
lot
think
of
he's gonna do both. He's
competition.
gonna be in a room full of guys who can play.
I know. He gonna have to come play. He gonna have to come with
And
it.
he gonna be fresh. So he ain't gonna have no room where they say loaf. He gonna be all the boys gonna be fresh.
Yeah. Yeah. Like I said, I like that, man. I like that. What Coach Ryan is doing. Also, on the offensive line, Tyler Brown has really impressed me the way he done carry himself through
Tyler
spring.
Brown was the best lineman, so he can't be too far off. He was the best lineman last year. And Tyler is strong. That's why he got the lifter of the year. So his strength is his benefit. He's low to the ground. He's not too tall, so they can't get up under him like Shadows ain't getting up under him. He can get up under Benson and all the other ones, but he's not getting. Tyler Brown's only like 6'3" at most. So he on the same level, which means if it's a tall defensive lineman, he gonna get up under them. And if it's a short defensive lineman, he on their level. So because you don't want nobody like Shadows up under you.
Oh no.
Because he already said he know how to get low and leverage you like a wrestler. See, that's what Shadows do. He get up under you and it's a wrap. So
Yeah,
Tyler Brown moved him over to left guard during the game. You remember he was on the right and they moved to the left.
Yeah, I noticed that. Think they moved him over there
to be on the left.
to help the freshman over there. See.
Yeah, and also you don't want nobody breathing down Shador back. That's why you want your strong guard over there, because that's where the pressure coming up. You remember I kept saying that Mayers and Tyler Johnson was giving up too much pressure. You remember I said that, and they moved Tyler Brown over there because that's his blind side.
You did say that.
Yeah, he can see what's in front of him, but he can't see what's behind him.
You think they're gonna be all right with the center? You're a little small.
Yeah, but one-on-one he have problem. But typically the center got help. So as long as your guards are strong, you ain't gonna put too much weight on that center. But I do want a solid center. But shoot, man, we got about 3-4 big linemen coming in. It's gonna get interesting.
It really is.
Big linemen, we talking about 240, 250 plus. Everybody come out. Them little linemen last year, we got some guys coming in 6'6", 340, 350.
True.
3'6".
You got one on what? Think about 350 Kirkland from Texas. Man, he's 6'6", 250 pounds, man. That's a lot of. That's a lot.
Big. I think we got another one from is it another one from Arkansas? Man, we got all the linemen that they bringing in is over 330.
Man, that's gonna be interesting. There, the competition level gonna go through the roof this summer. That competition level gonna be hyped up. So, what do you think about Amos them and the running back room with Charlie and Amos and all of them, man? I just hope they get a running. I hope they do create a running game this year and stick with it, man. That first game, man, when they play North Dakota State, man, they ought to run for 300 to 400 yards on them guys, man.
Oh, do you really think they went and got them caliber running backs and ain't gonna use them?
I hope they do, man.
I mean, that's like, it's just like putting a 400-pound man in front of some chicken and say, I hope he eat
it. Boy, you crazy. Hey. Dog, boy. Boy, you on his night, but I just know that. Hey, Greg, you never know how things go, man. I just hope don't hope they get pass happy, man. Even though Shador is one of the best pocket passers and he got the toys and the wide receivers, Greg, they got
They
to
need to
run
be
the
pass
ball.
happy. No, they need to be pass happy and run up the score and then run them down with the run game. That's why they lost to Stanford, because they didn't have that run them down with the run game. If I get up
No,
on
they
you
got
21 to zip, hey, the band and everybody need to go packing up. Oh, so it's 21 to zip. The band be carrying the trombone. It's over. And everybody need to go to the tailgate, because they already know, oh, hit them wildebeest. They're gonna bring them in and run the clock down. It ain't nothing to watch. If they let them get up on 2-3 touchdowns, then everybody need to automatically know, darn, the game over, because they're gonna run us down for the rest of the game. And then we get too happy with that, they're gonna dump it over our head and they're gonna be up 4 touchdowns. And then we really go, the concession stand gonna close down, everybody gonna go home. That's what's gonna happen. They need to be pass happy, but there's no, your heart gonna come out your chest. You just gonna be like, oh, once it hit 21 to zip, 28 to 7, everybody and their mama gonna go packing up like an HBCU halftime. Everybody needs to go ahead.
You think they're gonna run through the Big 12 like that, Greg?
Well, if they let them get up 21 points, they gonna pack up like they doing the you know how your folks do at halftime after the band go off the field. All right, I guess
Yeah,
we go right there to the tailgate, empty the stadium out.
man.
I'm telling you, I know.
Like I said, he said, Hillsman said, CU is going to have to run. Teams need to know they cannot just load the box and sack the quarterback. But like I say,
Hey, they gonna have to load the box with that doggone grown man, that running back.
to my
That
Amos,
Amos is a
Amos,
grown man. He
yeah,
is
he
not
look,
a college grown man. He's
yeah,
6'2". If you don't load the box, you're gonna have a long day.
long day.
You have a
He gonna gas
long
him,
day.
man. He
Oh
gonna gas.
man, look here. That's the worst thing they could have let CU get, is Amos and Hayden. That's the worst thing. That right there, that's that one linebacker, and them that puts them in the playoff. That puts them in the top of the Big 12 to go to
Big
championship.
12.
If they get that other linebacker, you ain't gonna tell me they ain't finna be a playoff rivaling team.
Yeah, if they
Because you
get
got to
that
think
line
about
back, they will.
that
And if they get
stats.
that offensive lineman from Arkansas too.
I thought they already got him.
No, they ain't got him yet.
I'm saying you got to know football. Everybody a Vegas stat expert now. Everybody watch all the channels now. But clearly, you don't. If you look at last year and you look at this year, you know football. The fact that everybody complained about them not having a D line, not putting pressure on the defense, and yet that defense was semi-dominant. If they didn't give up the big runs, Colorado would have been a problem. They gave up big runs because the linebackers was patty caking around and running the same hole, and the linemen to get wiped all the way across the field on certain plays. But outside of that, when they wanted to hit you in the mouth, they hit you in the mouth. When they wanted to get turnovers, they got turnovers. So you
They
add
get time.
Bourne, you add Shadoze, you add Carter, you add these new interior D linemen. What you effectively just did is say, y'all ain't finna run the ball up the middle. So y'all gonna have to be on the outside, tackle and outside. The
True.
problem with that is that you ain't getting too many big runs off the tackle, because there's more help out there.
Right.
Your linebacker gonna be out there, your edge gonna be out there, your corner out there, and the safety gonna run the alley. Them big runs up the middle is where they make them quarterback. You finally put pressure on the quarterback, he take off and run for 20 yards. Ain't nobody there. That's where they was losing at. When they finally did stop the teams, they didn't play gap assignment. Or wildebeest in there taking 2-3 gaps up. It's gonna be
Good point.
it's not gonna beat the quarterback. He's gonna see no lane to escape when he just see a pile in front of him. He looking, he like, oh, he gonna feel like he's surrounded, because that big pile in the middle is just gonna be coming towards him slowly. He's not gonna be able to take off and run up the middle like that.
Yeah. Like I say,
They didn't have that.
yeah, that's so what now?
They didn't have that last year. They didn't have the
No, they
middle control of that line.
right. No, they didn't have that last year. But like I say, if they can get Harrington to add with this defense at that linebacker position, it's like you said, it's gonna be hard to run on Colorado this year.
They probably done already tie them up and put them in somebody's trunk because they already know. They already know. He better not go to Colorado.
So if he come to Colorado and we still got Hill Greens, what they gonna do with Levante Bentley? Make him an edge rusher? Oh,
Blitz
he gonna
package,
rotate?
blitz packages.
Put him in a
He
flex pack?
run like a wild man, fresh packages.
Yeah,
You gotta have packages. You gotta have different packages for different teams. You gotta have packages for different points in the season to keep it fresh, to keep it interesting. You know, and you gotta have packages to give your guys some breaks to cut down injuries. You can't just run two guys the whole time. You got a long season. You need to rotate them in and out so they be fresh game 6, 7, not worn
right.
out. Not tomorrow, oh, he
Okay.
got a shoulder spleen on because he don't went to war for the first half. You need to keep them guys to keep their body fresh.
Yeah,
You need
plug,
these four
plug and play.
You
Plug
need
and
at
play.
least 4 linebackers that's gonna play consistently.
I think so. Yeah, somebody just said it right there. What I was thinking too. Great. I think Harrington holding out for whoever gonna pay the most. But
Well,
you
hey,
said,
go
you
ahead.
said something 2 weeks ago about the linebackers group. 2 weeks ago, you said something. So about the wash and all that. Explain to the people that tuning in and might tune in later. What's the responsibility of a good linebacker against the
Well,
run and against the pass?
well,
What do you look for?
your
What do
linebacker.
you look for?
Everybody talk all this mess about the D line. Your linebacker is the generals of your defense. They actually the ones who call the plays. So
Mhm.
they is the middle of your defense. They is the general. So your linebackers is watching for the gaps that are not. It's like everybody, you have gap assignment. You line up in the gap, but your
Right.
job as a linebacker is to fill gaps, not to go into gaps that's already filled. That's just it's linebacker one-on-one. Why are you running around like Stevie Wonder, running into the wrong gap, running to the back of your teammate? Like, what kind of elementary stuff is that? Like, you see him right there. Why are you running into the same hole with somebody already there? Tomorrow, oh, that's my gap. You don't have no gap. Your gap is the gap in front of you. But you scraping down the line to make sure that if another gap appear, you gonna fill it. So I mean, technically, yeah, you have a gap, but you can't say I didn't go out there and make the tackle because I got my gap. Like that's not. I've never heard that in my life about no gap. You are linebackers. I mean, you're
Yeah.
backing the line. The line ain't backing you. You're not the defensive backer. You're the line backer. Anytime somebody say you're backing somebody, I mean you're there to fill in the gap that they miss. So your job is to have your assignment. My job is whatever's left. So if I'm scraping down the line, I can't be down there where I can't see the gap that I gotta fill because I'm down there patty caking with you, tripping over you, running into the line. I gotta keep enough distance where I can see and take the right angle to the gap. So
Yeah.
I'm
Burn
watching the
the beat.
ball.
Yeah.
I'm watching the ball. I'm watching to see okay what's going on in the backfield. The D line ain't necessarily looking at that. So for me, that's why your linebacker got to be smart because everything they're doing is to trick the linebacker. Really,
Right.
the defense in coverage. He's not looking at it. He shouldn't be looking at the quarterback. He should be covering his man. The defensive lineman down there, he is there playing patty cake. So what you down there for? That whatever's going on, don't take advantage of any gaps. And if they're gonna throw the ball, you got to protect the middle of the field and the flats. So the linebacker got really more responsibility than everybody. That's why they say linebacker is hard. But you got to have a philosophy of what is a linebacker more than a scheme. Everybody talking about the scheme, the scheme. The scheme ain't got crap to do with your basic fundamentals of playing a linebacker.
Oh yeah.
The
You're
basics
right.
of playing a linebacker has all to do with you being a linebacker. If you're not backing your line because you're down there with your line, you're not a linebacker. Take your butt down there and be an edge rusher, go play the line. You down there with the tackles. You 140 pounds soaking wet. Down there, the guy 400-pound mauling you. Why are you down there? You're a linebacker, clown. If they wanted you on the line, they would line you up on the line. You shouldn't even be down there. He should have to come to you like Lurch. And you should be this. Get out of my way. You know, why would you make it easy on him by going down there so he can put his hands on you and maul your little lightweight behind? You already undersized linebacker, and you going down into the line, into they call the trenches. But the ball ain't even there. You going down there, and then you see the ball, then you trying to scrape down the line. You don't even supposed to be down there. That's the wash. Everything down there is washing. The line is running to you. Okay, you get down there with your doze clogging up the hole, and you run down there behind him. You just wasted your whole position because he's already there, clogging it up. What you there for? So you wasting, and then the ball go right there where you supposed to be at and run for 20 yards and run for a touchdown. That's what a linebacker. And then they're gonna be like, well, the D-line suck because they ain't getting no push. No, you suck because you didn't pay attention to the fact that the lineman's already there. And if you do wash him out the way, your butt better get right there where he is. Because you're the linebacker. So you're there to protect everything that ain't happening on the line. So you can't. How do you get to use the line as an excuse? The play gonna be better with a D line. I mean, yeah, because it's a team sport, but that still don't got nothing to do with the fact that you're a linebacker.
Sure. Yeah. I like that. Take that, Greg. You did good
So
on
that's
that
my
one, bro.
spiel.
Yeah. I mean, you did good on that. I like the way you broke that down. There. But and also we
Yeah, I
need to
need to
look
have a
at the
conversation with a linebacker because I'm hearing too many excuses as a linebacker, as if you ain't the linebacker and they backing you.
yeah. Last year it just was like they were discombobulated, man. Looked like the defense coordinator didn't know what was going on, and they just couldn't get it together for some reason. Looked like they just didn't have the talent. The talent level didn't match up with the opposition of the team that they were playing, and they just couldn't read and react.
You can't
They
read
couldn't
and
read.
react. You can't read and react when you ain't reading.
They first step, they were going forward toward the line.
They committed to a hole when the ball wasn't there. Then once they
Yeah,
realized the ball was going to another hole, then they tried to reach, and it gets a big trailer truck, 18-wheeler truck hole over there where they supposed to been at.
yeah,
And two guys in this hole. So yeah, Shadoze will make you look better because he gonna clog up two holes, so you ain't got no excuse. He gonna clog up his hole and the hole next to him. You know how he do that? Because he in this hole, and they gonna try to double on him, and he not gonna move, and it's gonna
right.
clog up both holes. Because
And
he
if you
gonna
do
get
that,
wide.
they should free up a linebacker.
He should free up everybody. He should free up a tackle too, which means that's why I think the other tackle gonna get so many sacks.
Okay, I remember you did say that. Yeah, yeah,
That's
yeah.
why
Oh,
the other tackle over there, where he line up as an end, and where he lining up at, the boy from Pitt, he
okay.
gonna get so many sacks because ain't gonna be no double teaming because they gonna be too busy double teaming the doggone Shadoze if they line them up the right way and give him just line them over a little more in a B and kind of like a little off the center, but he maybe his stunt or whatever is to the center and he draw the attention of that guard. Now that tackle out there on the island by himself.
Yes, they should have a field there. Yeah,
And
I
then
can't wait to
and
see that.
then you got the edge rush. Then you got your edge rusher. You're gonna have a couple tackles in there, depending on how they line up. Then you got your edge rusher. So it's like he gonna throw the whole thing off if they line him up the right way.
Yeah, he should clog up that middle. I know that. Hey, let's look at this
Horns
wide.
is
Let's look at this wide receiver room they got. Man, they They got a lot of depth out there as wide receiver, man. Uh, that LeJohntay Webster, I think he's gonna lead. I know he's gonna lead the team in reception. I just think he's gonna lead the Big 12 in reception also too. Look like he quick out of his cuts. He's a excellent route runner, and he got good hands. And look like Shador is building a relationship with him in practice and in the spring game. So what you think about the wide receiver room?
Well, I'm
And
a
uh,
double
and,
down.
and most of them hadn't even got there.
I'm gonna simplify it. I mean, we already know what he gonna do. He gonna be consistent. We knew that's what he did with a half decent quarterback.
Right.
So he gonna be a problem. We already know that. He ain't gonna drop balls, and he gonna
True.
have to be acknowledged. But I'm gonna tell y'all, and I don't say it before. I'm gonna be consistent because nobody ain't gonna say I ain't said. It's gonna be up to Miller, Omari Miller. He gonna set the tone for this offense. If he go out there and beat that Omarion Miller from USC last year, nobody ain't gonna beat him.
I remember you
When I
keep
say
saying
nobody,
that, Greg. You keep
when I say
saying it.
nobody, I mean literally nobody in that conference is gonna beat him. If he go out there and be a grown man every week and
Yeah.
demand the double team and it's just tear them apart like he like look like baby Megatron out there. If he
Right.
do that, and you still got West on the other side, and let's say Will Shepard come or Travis Hunter or whoever else over there, it's a wrap. Because one thing for sure, Shador gonna get him the ball.
Yeah. If he's over, he's gonna get it.
So it's all on Marion. If Marion demands the double team, like a little baby Megatron or baby TO, speaking of baby TO, he ain't got there. If he be who he's supposed to be, it's no way that just mathematically not possible.
Cause they're gonna have to double team one of them.
Back there, so you can't say, oh, but they need a running game. They're not going to be able to match up unless they're going to be a Georgia, Alabama, or whoever on that level. They're going to have the talent that's like a Kool-Aid or somebody who just came out to go over that 101, Travis Hunter level. And I don't even know if Travis Hunter want to go like that. You seen how Marion, so either way, he going to demand a double team.
Yeah. Boy, if they double team somebody, oh man, they gonna get.
They're gonna have to. See, that's the matchup thing. He big.
I know, but
so you got these big receivers. You got him and Shepard on the outside, and you got Wester. He gonna eat them alive in the middle.
Yeah.
And if they open that middle up, worrying about the run, the pass, the run is gonna destroy them.
Right.
If they gotta soften up that, be watching for Wester coming across the middle, the linebackers got to be watching for him, and that safety looking at him. And they do some play action, the running back's gonna have a field. You ain't gonna have to run the ball that many times. Because every time they get it, they're gonna run 20, 30 yards.
You got faith in the offensive coordinator, Pat Sherman, this year?
Yeah, man, I can be the coordinator with this team. You don't have to be a rocket scientist.
Yeah.
I can be the offense coordinator with this talent. So know who got an excuse with this talent. I just told you I put a Marion over there, I put Wester over there, and I put Shepard over there and rotate them, bring different kind of, I put big on the outside, and I doggone make them have to cover him, throw them jump balls that they like to do. Boop, boop, and they're gonna be darn, we can't do that with these jump balls. And then they're gonna keep me paying attention, and then the safety like, let me go over there and help. Then Wester gonna eat them up in the middle. Put Jimmy Horn in there, eat them up in the middle, and it's over for you. Because now you're going to be like, oh, so they're killing us. Then you're going to put Big Amos in there. He's going
Hey, that sounds good, Greg. All sound good now. That sounded good.
So it ain't just sounding good because you got to think about matchup. You got to think about matchup. That means you got to have a top quality DB on both sides.
True.
Against, you're going to pick your poison. Put them over there on Shepard or put them over there on the Mario big receivers. So you can't put no little DB on them.
Right.
Then you're gonna have to pick what kind of secondary what kind of coverage you're gonna run to be able to cover that. That whoever covers that's gonna cover that ain't gonna be able to do the run too, unless you got elite linebackers and elite safeties, and everybody ain't got that many elite players on their defense unless they Michigan. Where you gonna see them at? The playoff.
Yeah.
You're not gonna see Georgia or Michigan. That's why I'm telling you they'll be a playoff caliber team. Because all the defense got to do is keep the score low. If Shador get up on you, which he gonna score, and then you got the running game. The running game gonna finish off a lot of teams. If they let Shador get up on them 2-3 touchdowns, the game over. Because the defensive line ain't finna let you get the big play, and your running game gonna eat the clock away.
I just hope they see it like that. The coaching staff.
It's not possible for them not to see it. Sean Lewis, y'all see, you talking about last year, Sean Lewis gone.
Yeah.
So what we talking about? See, that was Sean Lewis.
Yeah.
I don't know how he got that way, but that was Sean Lewis. Coach Prime didn't take ownership for it. So that was Sean Lewis. Sean Lewis didn't have no grown man at running back either.
Nah.
Even he might have ran the ball more.
Yeah. Yeah. But so you keep telling me about this Traylon Miller, man. I went and watched the tapes on him again. He that dude, man. You were right.
He'll hit the scene on you, and you say, "Oh, that's a big dude."
It's a big dude, but when he running, man, that dude run like a boy.
He looked like a Marion Miller as far as how he built, but he run like Dylan Edwards.
Yeah, he got the speed, bro. He got the speed, but I also like Traylon Miller. I remember what you were saying about it.
They both got that pull away speed, but Sam McHale's gonna be more so like what Dylan Edwards was doing.
I like what they bring to the table, man. It's just gonna be interesting how they use Omarion Miller and the wide receiver from Vanderbilt.
They're gonna use them out there for jump ball and make the soften your defense top of your defense up.
How tall that wide receiver is?
Almost 6'3". Both of them.
He over 6 foot.
6'2".
Oh yeah, he a big dude then. He a big dude.
Yeah, that's all they went and got. Yeah. Timmons is there. He's 6'2". Timmons already there.
I forgot about him. Timmons, yeah.
They ain't showing him on the film, but Terrell Owens pointing him out. Timmons a big dude.
Yeah.
6'3", 6'2", whatever you want. Then Amarion Miller, same height. Then you got Baby T.O., same height. All them boys is 6'2", 6'3".
Well, they got the height then. They got the height, big boy. There ain't no limited boy like Dylan Edwards in there. And also, I remember you said last week it'll be a good idea to move Baby T.O. to a tight end because he built like that. He said he remind you of Shannon Sharp.
He could be the next Shannon Sharp. He could be
the
next Shannon Sharp.
Wow.
Shannon Sharp was a receiver.
True.
He wasn't a big tight end. He never was a big tight end. He just was real. But he never was a big tight end.
Yeah, man, they do that. Boy. Yeah, it's going to be hard to match up with Colorado on the offensive side.
As long as that line block. That line going to be good because they're not going to be able to pin their ears back because they're going to run right past their running back, and that's the worst thing they want to do.
Go past the running back because they're running so fast up the field. They're going up the field so fast.
Oh, the linebacker's going to be like, Coach. We tap out. That need to be the theme song for this year. Tap out.
Tap out. So you won't get blowed out. Tap out. So you won't get blowed out.
Tap out. I want to see them make some people tap out this year. They need to
we got to get some get back. Coach Prime said, I'm about to get comfortable in this thing. Don't y'all let Coach Prime get comfortable now. Don't let him get comfortable because if they start winning, he's going to get those high school recruits.
Show me another team that's not good since y'all assistant Colorado that's going to suck. Show me another team with the running back core. See, that boy Hayden, the boy scored Like, he don't look like he the fastest or whatever, but ever since high school, the guy was scoring 20, 30 touchdowns a year. So everybody looking over the running back for Ohio State because he wasn't the star. But his whole history, I think Cheryl C did a video on him. His whole history shows that he's a dominant running back. So while everybody keep talking about everybody else, they better pay attention to Hayden.
Okay. I really had to check him out. I know I checked out Amos' video, but I really had looked at the dude from Ohio State. I hadn't looked at him.
He built like let me show you how he built. He kind of remind me of like Maurice Clarett, but not kind of like between Ezekiel Elliott and Maurice Clarett.
Okay, Ezekiel Elliott.
Short, stocky style running back with sneaky speed. It don't look like he running, but he's scoring touchdowns.
Can he run between the tackles?
That's what he do.
Okay. Now that gonna hurt.
He ain't running no like sweeps or nothing. He run.
Oh, no, I ain't worried about that. No.
I mean, that's all you doing is run off a tackle. But guess who the tackle is? Benson. And what he do? He wiped the whole side of the field away.
Yeah. Dallas hate. Yeah. That's
so
him.
Boys, you put them tight ends and line them up and let them motion, them tight ends that we got that used to be linebackers and defensive line. Put Smalls in there and let them line up and motion to the other side and let Benson wipe that side out. Let him kick the edge, let him kick out that edge rusher, that end, and put Amos right behind Benson.
Yeah.
You will have to make some serious adjustments to your defense.
Hey, you got to make a decision. Do I want to hit this dude head on or what?
And then you're going to be like, now, coach, you going to say, this is what he's going to tell the coach when as a linebacker. He's going to say, coach, and y'all got to make up y'all mind. Do you want me to go hit this wildebeest in the mouth, or do you want me to go in coverage? I got to get my mind right. I can't be wondering if I'm going to be going in coverage or hit him in the mouth. I got to know what we doing. All it's going to take is that same play. Guess what? Guess what's going to happen? I'm gonna give y'all the playbook. I'm going to go ahead and give it to you. Because he's going to run that same play, motion, small over there. Benson, wipe the side of the line out. Smalls, chip that in, fake it to Amos, pull it out, dump it right back to Smalls in the flats.
Wide
open.
Hey, I like that play. I like that play. I like that one there.
I gotta hit these in the mouth because they finna hit me in my mouth and go for 20. 30.
Yeah.
You know that same play.
Yeah.
He's trying to block him. Here go Amos. He ain't got the ball. Dump it right to Small, who you just went right.
I just said you can run about 2 or 3 plays out there formation.
Because the linebackers got to be committed to the run or the pass.
True.
If they don't commit to stopping that run, then linebacker finna separate your shoulder. That running back Amos gonna separate your shoulder if you won't get up there and stop him before you hit that hole. If you overcommit to the run and forget that Small is open, you're gonna dump it to Smalls. Ain't gonna be nobody out there. Because they're gonna be too busy running with Shepard up the field. They're gonna be running trying to cover them. See what I'm saying? And they're gonna be running their life, making sure they don't. And guess what? Then guess what you do with that same play? Do you come right back? Oh, here they come again. I don't know if they running the passing, dump the Small. Oh, I don't know if attack Amos, but get the Small. Oh, and then I'm gonna hit Webster across the middle of the field.
Yeah, they can run about 2 or 3 out there set there.
They can be like the Titans and run everything out that set.
Yeah.
Because what you're really exposing is personnel issue.
True.
Because your linebacker, like I said, better be elite enough to be like Ray Lewis, to be comfortable enough to say, I don't care if y'all running, because if it's a run, I'm gonna get there and I can take him by myself. Or if you don't, I gotta get out here and help cover that tight end who's gonna run.
Tight end. Yeah.
But if I'm so worried about Amos, I'm gonna forget about Small. And if I'm so worried about Smalls, I'm gonna forget about Amos. And if everybody starts saying, oh, you can't figure it out, the safety gonna start cheating, guess who's gonna run past him? Webster. Because remember, that safety got to come down and help when Small's getting wide open in the flat and the cornerback gone. The cornerback gone. He's trying to worry about Will Shepard camping that fade route. So it all affect the middle of the field when you got that running back that can, because one man ain't taking them down. So you got to be that help. But if you pay too much attention to coming down and help, Western running right by you. And you better put your focus on him because you the safety. You the only person back there. So they got to worry about Western. The running game going to be wide open. It's like I said, I can coach this. I can go out and Coach Boom. Coach Boom, you only got one play in the playbook. Out of this one. Boom, 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 boom.
Well, you crazy, but you crazy.
No, what do we do? He run the
It
same
goes through.
play. He run the same summer play.
Well, you are crazy, man. Take go boo. What that
Coach
goes
Boom,
through?
this is boring, Coach. This your whole playbook? That's my whole playbook.
Your whole playbook.
5 plays.
So, tell me something, Greg. What you think about the SEC this year? Georgia, Alabama, LSU. How many teams are there? How many teams over there in the SEC that have the potential to get in the playoff this year? How many teams you think? And which one?
Maybe 2 or 3 after they beat each other to death. And they gonna hope that they on. I hope I'm on the ACC, SEC East, and y'all on the SEC West, and then we won't have to beat up on each other. And if I'm in the SEC East, and all I got over here is Vanderbilt, and Florida ain't been hitting on that in years, and Auburn come and go, then all I got to do is be Georgia and whoop on Alabama, who lost their coach, and I got an easy ride to playoff, and I'm gonna play 4 cupcake games. I'm gonna play 2 games in the end and 2 in the beginning, and you know Georgia Tech is one of them. So you got 2 at the end and 2 at the beginning. So all I got to do.
Hey, Georgia played Texas this year.
Hey, like I said, they got to bank on what they have to play on the East, and then the West got to bank on. So we got 80 teams in the conference. I hope I don't play the hard ones. So it depends on the schedule. And
Right.
if the schedule is favorable, then they can slide in there. If it ain't, they're gonna have to fight for their life. So it can be 2 or 3, depending on how the schedule's lined up.
I think they'll get by 3 or 4 in now. I don't see they getting no 5 in now. Cause they're gonna be beating up on each other.
Because they're gonna be too busy being in. See, this is gonna be the problem. You're not gonna get no 4 in there because they're gonna beat each other up. They got too much competition. It used to be just 2 or 3 teams competing. Now you don't add Oklahoma, Texas, and all. You added Missouri. You add all these other teams.
Yeah, Missouri. Ole Miss gonna have a good shot.
You used to be just 2 or 3 of y'all who gonna whoop everybody, and then you play Vanderbilt and other little rinky-dink teams. And then Florida was good. You remember Georgia was good. Florida was good. Auburn and Alabama. That was it. Mississippi State, nobody was worried about them. Nobody was worried about Ole Miss. Now everybody good because the portal flipped everybody every year. So now everybody gonna hurry up and give each other a loss. Nobody dominate. That's why they used to go to playoff, because Alabama dominated this side and they made sure they didn't play Georgia, and Georgia dominated this side and they played each other in championship every year. And that's how you was able to get 3-4 teams in there, because they have either 0 loss or 1 loss. And then you had a couple other teams that had 2 losses or whatever. Now all of them are gonna have 3+ losses unless they the dominant team. The problem with that is now what you gonna justify, you're gonna have a fight when you go and say, well, Colorado 11-1 and they won a conference. And Michigan up there, they won a conference and they undefeated or whatever. And so you're gonna be counting them numbers up real quick, like, oh shucks, I can't pull that Florida State crap because it's gonna be hard to do. You got more slots, but they added more weapons. They just added 2 more teams who can come in and give you more losses to their conference.
They can. They're
going to. They may not do it to Georgia, but they'll go mess up Ole Miss, or they'll go mess up somebody else who, oh, I got 1 loss. I might go to the playoff. Texas, boop.
Yeah. So, like I said, they got Oklahoma. Like I said, they got Texas, Ole Miss, Missouri. But you got Alabama, you got LSU. I don't think LSU gonna do that. I don't.
But they used to be able to do that when there was only 4 or 5 teams that really was some of that. Now they don't make these little super conferences. And it's it's going to affect their record.
True. College football it's a tricky thing, man. Them referees get involved just like they did Colorado last year. But that could change a whole season.
Don't think that them referees to even out Shadoze and Barnes bulldoze in the middle. They're gonna let them guys do everything but pull a gun on them. They're gonna put the whole body around them. And they're gonna be like, "Where the hold at?" That's the only way you're gonna stop them from whooping you all 4 quarters. So they're gonna be holding, they're gonna be doing everything, and they ain't gonna call it. Then the only way you're gonna stop Amarion Miller and Will Shepherd going down there jump balling is holding them. And so we all need to be there with our cameras like this, just recording everything, because they ain't gonna call it. They ain't gonna call it. And that's the only way they can neutralize this talent. They neutralized them last year because they knew the lineman was weak. So they just kept calling them holding, and they worsened the narrative of the line. The line was already thin, literally and physically. And then you turn around and you called all them holding calls on them, but your ratio of holding calls wasn't the same for the team. So what you saying? This team is holding more? Let's go run back the film. Like, you weren't called. So don't play me like, oh, Colorado is so much less disciplined. They hold more than everybody else. They needed every call they can get. They already was short staffed.
Yeah.
Small. Then you calling holding on them and all that stuff every time they get a big run or make them be 2nd and 25. It's like,
that's impossible for them to catch that bad.
How many times do we have to get in 2nd 25? They creating a narrative. Colorado is undisciplined. Colorado is that. But I'm watching, Colorado get called for personal foul because the edge rusher touched the man's shoulder. Oh, you finally stopped them on the 3rd down and give them an extra chance to score. But Shador get body slam, DDT, kicked in the head, and they ain't calling nothing.
Yeah.
Get out of the play, hit while he on the ground. That whole model situation. Coach Prime iced his whole kicker. Fool, they was waiting for his son to know where his sideline was at. He just got his head knocked off after he slid.
Right.
How the flag came. They waited a whole hour for the flag to fall. They was in denial. And he walking around, he walking to the wrong sideline. And then by the time the kicker got out there, they ran out of time because they were still looking for the flag. No, they gotta be a flag.
Boy, you crazy, boy.
All right, I guess we call a timeout. We don't see a flag. I thought it was a flag out here because the team had gold on. They thought, no, that ain't a flag. That's a towel. They were looking for a flag because they just know the man just slid, and an hour later, the guy came and hit him in the head. And they didn't call it. They didn't call roughing the passer. All them times they suplexed him at Colorado State. They gave Colorado State every chance they could. They really wanted Colorado State to beat Stanford. But they gave Colorado every chance. They let them get away with every murder they could, except 1st degree. And they still, that's how that game went overtime. Because they wasn't calling crap, and they were calling stuff on Colorado. If you look at all the close games, look at all the close calls, all these geniuses. If I had time, I would be Greg Buff Prime because I'd just be doing film. And I was just showing all the film, showing all the mess that they didn't call. I'll be showing it. I'll be showing all the holding calls and all the pass interference on the receivers, all the pass interferences. All of it. I will be showing the 2 interceptions that Shador threw. I don't think was interceptions. I watched the Nebraska game. Jimmy fall on his back with the ball on his chest, and they took the ball off his chest and called interception.
You don't think that was an interception?
He caught the ball with his back on the ground.
The
ball on his chest. The guy got on top of him and took it and said interception. He down.
Okay.
I saw that during the game. I also saw Similar thing with Jimmy. It was not as bang bang. I feel like that was a catch. So he was down. Tua Shadur interceptions was questionable. They was doing everything they can to mess up his stat. Imagine if he only threw one interception. They were trying to take his Heisman then, because he was leading everything at that time.
Right.
He had no interceptions. He got them back to back. Also watched when Travis Hunter, when he fumbled that ball, I think on Nebraska, he was down. They did everything they could. If it's close, your knee down, fumble. What? He was down. We watched him take 2 touchdowns from Travis, and then 2 touchdowns for him. One in his zone and one him going down the sideline. He put a mile away from the sideline, and he blew the whistle. He didn't let the play finish so they can go back and watch the film and say, yeah or nay. So we know they would take touchdowns from you. They would take catches from you. They would call fumbles on you, and they would watch it on camera and still call it.
I just hope they don't do it this year, man.
They gonna do it.
So I think Colorado got a good chance. I mean, they got a good chance.
They gonna do it.
Win the Big 12 this year.
Greg said it. They go. That's the only way. If their goal, they're telling you Vegas saying Colorado can go 6-6. What is Vegas telling you? They're gonna do everything in their power to make sure you only win 6 games.
6 games, yeah. That's what Vegas shows saying.
So that means
they gonna win 5 to 6 games.
You're gonna see some weird stuff going on to keep the game close or make it close in hopes that the other team can figure out a way to beat them. And what happened was they wanted Colorado State to beat Colorado, and Shadur pulled it off. You notice that they almost went in overtime against Arizona State.
Yeah.
Okay. And then they turned around and went in overtime against Stanford. How you got more penalties than everybody, more overtimes, more everything? How does that happen? Who called the penalties? Coach Prime ain't calling the penalties. So somebody is controlling the game to keep them close. How do you lose 8 games and only 2 of them was a clear loss? Everything else was close.
Close, yeah, it was close.
When I say close, go back and look at the film. When I say close, I mean they didn't say everybody say they could have won. No, literally, Colorado. If it weren't for certain calls called, Colorado would have won. When that boy caught that ball at LSU to seal the game, when he levitated, when somehow his back foot drew up the ground while his front foot was still in the air, versus his right foot was really down out of bounds and his back foot dragged, but they went down to the blade of the grass and there it all is. They see his feet and levitate over the ground. You see that space? Now they don't got a microscope out there. The man's foot was out of bounds. You don't drag your back foot unless with this foot up in the air, unless you're finna break your whole back leg. Think about that. All your weight is on your back leg and your front leg is up. That's not how dragging your feet work. And that's how they got that win. Because that was that possession. It was like 3rd down or 4th down and long. And he got that catch, and that sealed the game.
Man. But so you like the team that Coach Prime getting ready to put out there on the field? So you like the job that he's doing so far?
We'll see. We'll see what the team's gonna be because the team ain't there. We're gonna be having this conversation in June.
Right. So when do they all get together? In June?
June. It'll be June.
June.
I mean, when they start back practicing in June.
Yeah, they start back practicing.
These guys will be graduating or finishing their semester within the next week.
Well, man, I can't wait to see the competition, man. I think I'm be honest, I was saying 8 to 9 wins, but I believe Colorado gonna win 10 to 11 games this year, man.
Well, my flow was 10, but I do believe they need to get that backup quarterback situation straight because they show you if they know they can move Colorado's quarterback like they did last year, they knew as long as he was on the field and healthy, he can come back and beat them mediocre teams because them teams was mediocre.
It was.
I mean,
yeah, they backup quarterback. It's ugly.
Arizona, them they try to Arizona so good. Arizona is mediocre. There was no Oregon.
No,
They,
that was Utah too. Utah wasn't. They didn't impress me at
Utah,
all.
man, I don't know. That's a fallacy. Like Utah is a group
But
of
everybody that kept pushing Utah up there.
they just came from the group of 5 a few years ago, and then they took over the Pac-12. They not no team like that. They just decent. They don't. They ain't. When you saying Utah really? I put Utah and New Mexico State and Houston, all them in the same class. You remember back in the day when Houston started winning and Utah and New Mexico. I see them kind of like in the same. The team you play on the first game. That's
Okay.
what Utah used to be. The team you play on your first game. New Mexico State, Houston beat the mess out of them. Georgia
Yeah.
play somebody like that.
Yeah.
Utah was never a world beater. I don't know where they get that bright idea.
I don't
But
either, man.
none of them teams was really that much better. They wasn't better than Colorado. I'm gonna say that. That was in that conference. That's why we thought they could win. People say, y'all thought they could win? Yeah. Because on their worst day, they was in all the games.
Yeah. They just didn't impress me. I didn't see nothing from them that I thought they could be a powerhouse like everybody kept promoting them to be.
What's impressive about beating Colorado with a sorry line? Yet everybody that beat them only beat them outside of 2 teams, beat them by 6 points, 6 points. Like y'all talk about how horrible Colorado is, yet UCA barely beat them, Arizona barely beat them, Oregon State barely beat them, Stanford shouldn't have beat them, Utah didn't beat them. And then they said, oh, they were 4-8. But there was a crippled line, a crippled quarterback, clearly a crippled receiver who messed up his draft stock because his shoulder was messed up.
Right.
No depth and nothing. And they still was in the game. So don't sit here and tell me that you're going to go get Shadozi and Barnes and Carter and Wiggins and Okula or what
Oklahoma.
Okalaka and all these boys to come in and BJ Green and tell me that's the same defense.
No, they ain't the same defense, Greg. They got
The only rush we had was Jordan Dominique last year. That's all we had. And he didn't even get a free agency, I don't think, out of all the players. Jordan Dominique was the only one who can go get the quarterback. And every now and then, Austin, or somebody else will pop in there. We had no pressure up the middle barely until Matt Neal started kind of coming on.
At the end of the year.
That's all we had. Matt
Yeah.
Neal, McCoy did a little bit, and Jordan Dominique. I just named 6, 7 guys who can go get the quarterback, and you telling me that's the same defense?
No, it ain't. It's totally different this year, man. Like I said, I'm looking for a better outcome. I think Coach Prime has done an excellent job, really. They're making his team better than he did last year, and the guys that he's bringing in, man, they got 2 to 3, 4 years eligibility left. So I still look them for them to dominate, and if they get Juju Smith, I look for them to be in contention next year too. Which baby T.O. he gonna have 3 to 4 years left. Cam McHale,
that Porter
you
monster
got
don't come back up. That Porter monster, they don't care about no eligibility.
no. You think that's just the way football? You think they're gonna put a? You think they're gonna put?
Our whole team got 3 years.
Hey, Greg. You think the NCAA gonna put a hold on this transfer portal?
That Porter monster loose, man. They don't
Boy,
care.
that thing is out there, boy.
It'll take your starting quarterback.
But check this out. Now, if they play, if I don't know the answer to this, maybe people in the chat know. But I'm gonna ask you, if a player go to a team, they don't pay him that NIL money. Let's say I'm gonna use I ain't said this how it went, but I'm gonna use Colorado. They played Kamani McClain all that money. Can they get that money back if them guys don't pay it out or what? How they go?
They can't get that money back, but like right now, it's all about the letters, right? You got NIL, and then you got NFL, but it's another 3 letters we ain't talked about yet, and it's GPA. All their GPAs gonna be ineligible because they transfer every summer.
Yeah.
They're supposed to make up their work. Use your summers when you make up for some work that you couldn't do. You had a shorter shorter class load during the season because you're traveling. And so every time you transfer to another state or another school system, you're going to lose some hours. So we're going to have a bunch of football players, a lot of eligibility, and very few diplomas. So we might as well just don't call them student athlete anymore. They just athletes. Because ain't gonna be that much student going on.
Ain't gonna be no more students.
It ain't gonna be that much student going on. They're gonna be enrolled, but it gonna be a freshman for 4 years. They're gonna be the credits gonna be all messed up. Credits gonna be
Boy, I just thought about what you just said. You said it's gonna be a freshman for 4 years.
They're gonna be in college for the rest of their life. Their credits is not gonna be hitting on nothing.
Bad.
GPA gonna be done. That
no
gonna miss eligibility for real. It's gonna miss
no schoolwork.
They better hope that they lose the credits of the classes that they were flunking. They probably, well, sir, we're gonna take away your biology class, your chemistry, and algebra. Oh, that's good, cause I flunked it anyway. Well, sir, you're gonna be a freshman again this year. That's fine. That's fine. Sir, you've been a freshman for 3 years. I understand. These are you know how the cold years came. Look, you know how the cold years. Look, cold years and gave everybody extra years. It's gonna do the opposite. Like, yeah, Greg Bethea, he's a junior on his eligibility, but he is a true freshman in the classroom.
You remember when that report came out? Coach Ryan said, "I got that letter from a professor, and hey, y'all ain't been going to class. You ain't doing that. You think you in Tyler."
You know why? You know why they ain't doing no work? Because they knew that was the same ones that transferred.
Yeah. Hey, the word came out today. I heard that today, Joel.
I'm about to lose all these credits anyway.
Dog, man. He said Harrington is a no-go.
That's the other linebacker?
No, that's yeah. He said it's a no-go. I think he going for the highest bidder, man.
No. I'm thinking that he didn't want to come and split with Green because we already got our starting linebackers. And if he don't want to have to compete with them boys. I mean, he probably go somewhere. I don't know who linebacker room is more where he can be that guy. Green gonna be that veteran, and then you're gonna be rotating him with Wester, and then you're gonna bring in a little Trevor Woods, and then you're gonna bring in a little Jeremiah Brown. It'd be overkill. Like I said, it'll be like just giving the season away to get him another linebacker like that.
Wow. I'm still crossing my finger on him.
I don't know, man. This is why he interested in VT. Okay.
Oh yeah, I don't know either. I think we still got a shot at it, man. Coach Ryan Jack had to probably up that bag a little bit.
Hey man, they better get that bag because I want to see what these GPAs looking like and these classroom stats.
Hey,
forget the eligibility on the field. What's your eligibility in the classroom?
Hey, that's why you said, like you just said a while ago, that's why they transfer out of there. But them grades came out.
Fucking anyway. And like,
Coach Prime say, Coach Prime was asking somebody to say, hey, what's he got? The ones that got the grade, what they draft, future draft, he was asking. Coach Prime said, oh, yeah, you got word. I'm finna get them up out of here. That's what they future draft status.
You gotta think about it.
So we want to go into class
to lose all the classes you flunk. Well, we not accepting that class. Thank God, because I got a 12. I'm glad I get to start over that class.
At some point, man, they got to get a hold of this transfer portal. You think it's good for college football?
Who?
You think the transfer portal good for college football?
Yeah,
Going
like I said,
forward?
yeah, because you used to be able to, like, by halfway through the semester, you used to be able to drop the class. That drop deadline, they ain't got to drop it. All they got to do is flunk it and then transfer, and then it ain't going to count anyway because they're going to start you over as a freshman again because you in a whole new school system. So they going to be like, well, sorry, sir, we can't accept these classes you just took because they don't fit our requirement. And he'd be like, thank God, because I flunked all of them anyway. Well, sir, you know, this is your senior season, but you still a true freshman. I know. I'm not wait anyway. I'm just
Hey
an
man.
athlete. I'm not a student athlete. I'm an athlete.
Well, you crazy, boy. Hey, we want to thank everybody for tuning in. If you don't mind, hit that like button. Subscribe to Greg Said It channel and also Sports Talk with B Watts. We appreciate you if you do that. But Greg, what you think about the coaching staff so far? We got 8 more minutes. What you think about the coaching staff Coach Prime has put together? And how is an influence for recruiting?
Well, I think you're dumb not to go there. I mean, they didn't when they got all NFL guys. So,
Right.
I mean, what can you say? They teach an NFL level. These skills, I see Warren Sapp teaching them boys. He got them boys doing crazy stuff, pulling your player by the sleeve. You
I
watch
saw.
Dave pull a big old Benson down by the sleeve. He will block. I'm like, what kind of magic trick was that? That's how I know Benson was on the ground. Like, oh yeah, get him by the sleeve. I'm like, oh, y'all cheating out here. Y'all cheating. Lord Hart over there looking like he know. They competing. The coaches competing this year more than the players.
They are. Yep.
So, oh, you ain't finna show me up, Sal.
True.
You ain't show me up. The big old Benson fell down like a tree. He don't block the man all the way to the sideline, and next thing you know, he on the ground. I said, boy. And then I seen that move. They doing them spin moves. I'm like, man, they get the same with them boys.
Yeah. I was surprised to see McNeil on the second team in the scrimmage game.
He is on the second team. He ain't up there. He ain't in the first team.
I'm surprised why he ain't on the first team.
He don't need to be. He need to be our third down pass rushing tackle. While the rest of the wildebeest wear the line down and get him tired, then he gonna run right past him and get the sack. I bet he had more sacks than him.
Oh yeah. He got a motor on him now.
What?
He got a motor.
What happened when you put a guy in with a motor?
He gonna be more fast and fresher for than the offensive line.
You put the boat in there first.
Yeah.
Without a motor. Right? 2 big old boats. Then you put the guy in, they got the motor. He gonna run right.
Go fast. Go past the offensive line.
You gonna have that big old boat up there. Then he come doing all that sap crap. You ain't gonna be blocking that. You see how Barnes be tired after 2 plays?
Oh yeah. I did see that.
The line gonna be. The line gonna be. He gonna looking like Jet Li, Bruce Lee up there, and they gonna be like, this is just unfair. How in the world I'm gonna block Bruce Lee after I don't had Kimbo Slice in there? It's 2 different paces. You used to the slow and strong that he come in with. That's what I'm saying. If they do this thing right, he need to be back up. He come in after he wound down.
All right. Yeah, I didn't notice that. He said Sapp said the body can go 3 days without water and 7 days without food. We fed you this morning, so let's go. Yeah, I saw that when he said that. Yeah. But
Play, man. Them boys
yeah.
come.
So Greg, let the people know when you're gonna do your show, when your live show get ready coming up. Your next.
Like I said, we typically go Sunday. It's gonna be interesting. You know, spring is over, so Sunday is basically a recap of the week. So check out the shows we're doing throughout the week. We have some videos, some shorts, and then we kind of recap everything that happened on Sunday. during the season, we kind of recap what happened throughout the week and what happened at the game. So check us out live on Sunday around about 12:30. Make sure you like, share, subscribe so you know what's going on. And I'll see y'all around.
All right. Like I say, we just two Georgia boys decided to get together, talk about Colorado and Coach Prime football this year. And I'm a fan of Coach Prime, and I'm wishing him the best. And we'll be continuing to talk about him. I'll be going live, like I say, on Tuesday. I didn't go live this Tuesday because I got out of work late. And Thursday with Greg, and Sunday with Rod, the man meeting, and might do something every now and then during the week. But if you don't mind, if you tune in, hit that like button, subscribe to my channel, and share the videos, and hit that bell notification. It'll let you know whenever I drop a video or go live. Appreciate each one of you for tuning in. And Greg, got the last thing? You want to talk about your business? Say something about the business.
Well, like I'm a real estate guy, and I have a passion project here, as you all seen. Uh, Proverbial Enterprises, a senior living consultants, and we're doing something in the community. We in the Metro Atlanta area. If you know anybody in the Metro Atlanta area, we have the baby boomers right now. That's a big segment. A lot of people not paying attention to, and we just want to make sure that they are taken care of. If they need care, we'll make sure they get the right care in their home situation, their family, make the right decisions that allow them to get the right care and to be able to afford it, because we know it's very expensive. A lot of people not paying attention to this right now, where we see the cost of senior care until you help somebody in your family, your parents, or your grandparents. So we're providing support and guidance to the family in that area, senior placement, and also with the home and covering costs for your care. So check it out there, proverbialenterprises.com. The phone number is scrolling there. Again, if you're local in Atlanta, in the Atlanta area, we're here to help if you know anyone that needs assistance.
Oh, man, that's a good thing, though, man. I like that. When you told me about that, I said, wow. I told a couple people about it and shared it with them. And I hope they contact you about it. But that's the end of the show. Like I said, I'll be checking you out Sunday at you said 12:30, right? I think it'll be at 12:30.
Yeah,
It'll
12.
be when I be getting out of church. I always come home and check you out. I like when you do your takes and stuff. But that's it for me. But we want to thank everybody once again. If you don't mind, go to Greg Said It, hit the like button, subscribe to his channel, and also Sports Talk will be Watts Entertainment. If y'all don't mind, we appreciate each and one of you. And until next time, y'all be blessed. Appreciate it, Greg.
All righty. Have a
Y'all
good
have
one.
a good week. All right.
All right.
Let me put this back up. Put this back up here.